ladies and gentlemen, our new president, Mr. James Earl Carter Jr. For myself and for our nation, I want to thank my predecessor for all he has done to heal our land. In this outward and physical ceremony, we attest once again to the inner and spiritual strength of our nation. As my high school teacher, Miss Julia Coleman, used to say, we must adjust to changing times and still hold to unchanging principles.
You can't get it.
I need more champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here, have some.
Ain't no big deal. Go sip.
There you go.
He's looking at you.
Susie.
He's looking at you.
Susie, he's looking at you.
Quick, please open five and spot. Outside of the bar.
Well, you're on for tonight.
Oh, yeah. Seems like it. Oh, wow. Look at him. Look at him.
Thank you. Joanne Williams, Stephanie DeSykes, Madeline Bell, Jackie Sullivan, and Gene Hawker. It's February of 1977, and before you flip rumors over once more and ban disco as a fad, take, for example, this French pressing of Love in C minor by one Jean-Marc Cerrone. I know, it's just for dancing, but I also know it's for many other things. C minor does not exist in our musical scale, and to some Euro disco drummers, it don't either. This is J.R. Sage for this week's edition of Your Album Almanac. Cerrone started drumming at age 12, and he was obsessed with Hendrix, Santana, even Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He would book bands to play at his friends' club meds around the world, and decided that, indeed, disco was the thing to break the bank. So far, it looks like he is right. With the upcoming John Travolta film based on tribal rights of the new Saturday Night and increasingly upped use of dance music in not only R&B, but even rock and roll, it seems more and more that people just want to dance. Well, following the natural sound of Club Gal's Boogie Ready, here's the title track's intro, and tell me this don't just fit like blenders in a carrot, and shoes from outer space.
Hi.
Yeah, he's Gemini, and he's from someplace. He started the band Congas before this, and he had a minor hit with Boom. And when Jean-Marc decided to disco dance, he put his years of drumming to use. He'd much rather play music than do people's hair, and bam, the most percussive, albeit synthesized, genre now has his stamp on it. And he really drummed these beats with the passion of a beetle on a sunny day peach leaf. He had to take over, and I can feel it happening now in America as the bell-bottom clubs spin that 17-minute track to the cocaine lingerers of 54 and Sanctuary and Limelight and The Loft. Cerrone started his own record store called Import Records just to sell the American records he loved to his French music enthusiast friends. When, after spending 8 months recording Love in C minor last year, and the French record companies wouldn't help him out, he started Maligator imprints and started to release them himself, going as far as pressing 20,000 copies and selling every single one of them. Eventually, someone at Cotillion signed him to Atlantic Warner's, and here I have the DJ banded copy in my hand. And this sleeve, oh my, it's quite a cover. The young man sits in black kimono with a female friend who is completely naked. Various clothes, probably hers, lie in front of them. I got this one early, and I know the official released cover is completely different in America. It features forearms locked onto each other, with one of them having a tattoo of the artist and title on it. Very colorful. Interesting. And probably better for sales in this land of the free, but not free enough to buy into nude vinyls. Ooh la la, people. Get your electrical banana on. Watch the floor, for the floor is more. And I'm just a groovy shoe for your funky chicken. The erotic sounds are from a drumming maniac. The beat is on, and the taps are not stalled. How dare you even come in here dressed like that? Don't you know the wizards are watching with their spoonful of sugar? And medicine's going round and round and round. Disco round. Watch it! Side 2 begins with Black is Black, a cover of a Los Bravos song from a couple years ago. It adds to the original recording, but also is just as important itself for its intricate use of rhythm. Jean-Marc, what are your influences for this LP of moving proportions? Question mark. Je ne décide de devenir un artiste de disco séparant. Alors je décide, je trouve assez comment diriger ma vie à la musique. Je vais de la chant que ma carrière me lance dans la tournée États-Unis. Par New York, frère. Yes, of course. So the last and third song on the album is Midnight Lady, spelled Midnite. It's imaginative and cinematic. It closes a textbook example of variations in soul, rhythm, experimental repetition, and above all, the new way in grooving. It's in! Following last year's Love to Love You Baby by Donna Summer, this is the next thing. That one was produced by Cerrone's #1 European competitor, Italy's Giorgio Moroder. This one, by Cerrone himself. But on the streets, where the beats are the heat, we asked this cat what he thinks of the album. Listen, man, what do you gotta say? Hey, the skinny on this deal is that, well, what it is it bugs me out, man. I'm standing still right here, but I can't seem to control my feet. Just kidding, I got it. What a fry. I mean, see, this old man down the street said you was be giving out some purple bus drivers, and I think he'd just been drinking Drano or something. Anyway. Yeah, well, I mean, would you buy this record if you saw it in the stores? Say, bro, I scope it. I mean, for sure, the only reason this French falupa is gonna scare me off is if he gets all doggish and says things he don't need to be. I do what I want. I got a couple of foxes over. We're gonna make some love. Be some minors and stuff. A C minor. Shh, right on, I mean off. And I would hope that all the nations of the world might say that we had built a lasting peace. Built not on weapons of war, but on international policies which reflect our own precious values. These are not just my goals, and they will not be my accomplishments, but the affirmation of our nation's continuing moral strength and our belief in an undiminished, ever-expanding American dream. I play the drop.